Dan RadioStyle, hope everybody out there's having themselves a great day. Affirmations versus Afformations. This is one of the cool things about kind of where my channel's getting, right? Because I finally got people out there that comment and ask really, really cool questions and ask questions that turn into videos. And this one, if you're struggling with manifestation, if you're struggling with law of attraction, this could be one of the key videos for you. This might be one that you have to watch a second time because there's a couple components to this that are great. One, it's a technique that's out there. It's a good technique. I'm definitely going to say that up front. I'm also going to say I think it also, we sometimes naturally do this anyway, but I think it's a good way to kind of look at the whole affirmation process. But it also gets into a key thing that I see a lot in people's questions. And I think Afformations actually do us accidentally more harm. Not the concept itself is great. Like if you use it intentionally and use it properly, which I'll talk about, it's awesome. It's awesome. And it will definitely make a difference. But if you're completely unaware of it and you just let your mind chatter happen the way it does, I think they can be extremely damaging. So that's why I'm saying if you're struggling with law of attraction, this is probably a video that you want to check out. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. Just every once in a while, something pretty sweet comes along. So real quick, right off the bat, just kind of the difference, in a nutshell. An affirmation is a statement, right? Something I'm saying. I am this. That's usually how you do it. It's a statement. I am good. I am healthy. I am beautiful. I am loved. Blah, blah, right? That's an affirmation. An affirmation is a question. It's the why. Why am I so happy? Why am I in love? Why am I loved by all? Why am I? It's the question. So what the affirmations-based affirmation is meant to do is essentially get your mind in line. I was just talking to a buddy, doing a little coaching, if you will, and it's about aligning. Is one of the things we were talking about, and it's about aligning our heart and our minds. I was talking about it recently, that the point of intention, right? The point between the heart and the mind, manifesting from the heart, I think is the name of the video. I'll try to remember to link it below. It's a great video on kind of understanding where the two occur, right? Where the mind and the heart, where they meet in the middle, that's where manifestation happens, right there. It's not the heart. It's not all about the love. It's not all about the brain and what you're thinking. It literally is where the two meet. And sometimes the brain and the heart are not in alignment. And if they're not in alignment, it does make it challenging to manifest. And the way this plays out for most of us is affirmations gone wrong. Thank you. I forget which viewer it was. So I'm sorry. That was in a comment or whatever. And I wrote it down. I was like, oh my God, it's amazing. Thank you, though. This is like huge. For those of us struggling, the questions we ask are kind of, well, it's where we get lost in the matter sometimes. So let's flip it around a little bit for a second. When we talk about affirmations with the I, affirmations, they require a level of belief. So you can be having a rough day, a hard time, and say, I am happy, and I'm miserable right now. And be like, I am happy. I don't feel any better. And your brain's like, no, you're not happy. You can say that all you want. You can say that till the cows come home. In fact, even people that are distrustful of this whole law of attraction concept, that's where they get hung up on. And I agree. The statement in and of itself is crap. Now, you say it enough times, there's always that hope you imprint on the subconscious mind, and really there is some truth to that. So, right, you say something a billion times and play it while you're sleeping, and subconsciously and subliminally, you're going to push yourself into that, I feel good all the time, right? But to the point of this discussion, and certainly I think an easier way to go about it, frankly, the affirmation requires a story, and that's really how our minds are wired. Our minds are wired to appreciate a story. Makes sense. It's something I can relate to. It's not just a statement, blah, I am great. I am abundant. I am wealthy, right? Because you say that, and right now you're like, I don't know how I'm going to pay my phone bill. You're not feeling real wealthy right now. And so, of course, your brain's like, oh, really? Really, are we wealthy right now? Because last I could tell, you can't afford to pay the bills. Of course, brains are sort of mean to us sometimes, right? A little bit of ego, just like, yeah, you're ugly too, right? You know, like, it's like, wow, like I didn't need all that ego. Thank you, you not very nice part of myself. You know, the only part's never your higher self that's going to be like, seriously, you need to lose weight. No, it's the ego that's looking at you going, yeah, you see that? Mm-hmm. That is, the part of us that usually needs a little more help. I kind of call it the child, but it's the part of, I don't know, it's the part of us that really needs to be talked to. You need to have rationale, you need to have reasons, you need to have a story, an affirmation, basically, to really get your mind behind it. So how that kind of works, for example, the affirmation, I am loved. Well, what you would say is, why am I so loved? Now, when you ask yourself, why am I so loved? It forces you to look at it and go, well, I'm pretty nice to people. I do tend to, I do donate some time to this neat cause. I try to listen to people. I try to be good to them. You notice how I'm saying a lot of I statements? That's what an affirmation basically is a question, a story. It's questioning, first off, but it requires a story. And when you write the story based off of the affirmation you're saying, you start to come up with affirmations that you believe. And when you paint out enough affirmations that you believe, now you're actually focused on a certain area, and it's in such a manner that you can believe, so your chatter is not going to happen. And you're going to continue down that path, and you are going to manifest that desire, that thing, that object, that person, that whatever the thing is that you're trying to manifest. This will get you there when you can get your mind in line with what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish, when it believes it. I can say that I am loved by others, right? I can say I am loved, right? But saying that I am loved by my parents, I am loved by my family, I am loved by my friends, I am actually loved by people right now. So I guess I can believe that. But when I just say I am loved, and it's because I'm trying to get my SP to love me, well, it can be a little more challenging, right? Harder to believe. You're like, he doesn't love me though, but he doesn't love me. And that's what you're thinking when you say it. But when you say, why am I so loved? Because that's what you would like to make happen. You'd like him to love you more. So you ask, why am I so loved as the affirmation? And then you're like, well, my parents like me, my friends like me, my family likes me, coworkers like me, right? Or love me, sorry. But again, you get the point. Another one, I am healthy. Why am I so healthy? Right? And then you start getting into I am eating better. I am exercising, or if whatever. I've got a viewer that can't exercise. It's dangerous. So of course, if it's dangerous, always implied, of course, but you should say it in every video, but right? But exactly, I am doing these certain behaviors that are getting me towards healthy. A lot of it's one of these, I've talked about it in other videos, when you're saying I need to, I should, stuff like that, no, because when you say that, it creates, like, I need to eat healthy. I should be eating healthy. I shouldn't be having this brownie right now. Like, when we say I should do things, what it does is it creates an environment where you're not doing it and you want to. It's like they say that using the word want. Now, again, it depends how you use it, but I want something. I really want that. Like, when you use that feeling that I want it, I want to be in the state of want. What that means is I am without it, but desire it. So a lot of us put ourselves into little tricks. Now, I'm not trying to get too terribly off track, but Affirmations, asking the story, I am rich. Why do I have so much abundance? And so you can start thinking of how money is streaming in. Well, I am receiving funds from this channel, and I am getting a promotion over on this channel over here. And this over here actually sparked up a YouTube channel, and it actually started making revenue and blah, 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 right? Like, or I started coaching, or I started helping people because I finally figured out how to do law of attraction. So all of that comes to your aid and kind of tries to help you out. Now, where where this gets us in trouble, and I'll try to cut this down because it looks like my battery's running out, where we get ourselves in trouble is when we are asking, why am I doing this wrong? Why isn't this working? Why don't they like me? How many of us ask that question? How many of us say that? How many are asking that affirmation? And then how many of you answer that question? Well, I'm this, I'm that, I'm fat, I'm overweight, right? The ego starts talking, the mean part starts going. How many times do we ask, why isn't this working? Well, because maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I need to find another technique. Maybe I need to... No. Why is this working? Why am I finding success with this law of attraction? Try that affirmation. Try to flip that question around and see if you can make it positive. But either way, the question, the story, needs to be told. And if you're asking for a story that's negative, if you're asking for a negative story, you'll paint that story and you'll affirm it. Affirmations are awesome when used intentionally. The way a lot of us ask questions, why isn't this working? Why am I not having success? Why is he not with me yet? Why isn't this happening? Why is my right now sucky? And then we paint a story around it. And then we wonder why it's not working. Well, you keep affirming how it's not working. You keep painting that story over and over. I recently re-released a video, Your Story to Write. It's your story. It's not, can I do this? Can't I do this? Should I do this? It's your story. What do you want? What do you want? You're the main character. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? If you had it to do your way, what would happen? Paint that story. Paint that picture. Believe in what you're trying to do, just in general principle, and where I'm trying to go with things. How it unfolds, let it happen. But tell the story. Why is this occurring? Why are you being more abundant? Why are you getting your SP? Why is this happening? And start to put in those pieces, and you will find some of the most powerful manifesting will occur in your life because finally you've aligned your mind and your heart. Your intention point, your burning desire is there. You've got that place where you're manifesting in alignment. And when you do that, your mojo is strong. Hope this helps. If you guys like, please subscribe to the video and please share, please like, thumbs up, comments. If you've got other show topics or even maybe questions on this, might be able to do a part 2. But I thought this was an amazing video, and I think this hopefully has made a huge difference for you. And again, if you guys enjoy what you like, please share the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. Appreciate you very much. It's Dan RadioStyle. Thank you all. I'll talk to you soon.